Couple months old. Also, I realized that the last time I went live, it was when I really wanted, what was it, Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's? I can't remember which one. But I got it, and I've eaten it about 25,000 times since then. What is it, boy? You're drinking coffee. What is it? Say rude. Why didn't we know each other in high school? Am I supposed to know who you are? I'm sorry if that sounded rude. I'm just genuinely asking. I know, it fucking smacked. Don't get on the computer, boy. Don't get on the computer, boy. No, I'm not still going to LA. No, I lived in Lincoln. I'm mad we weren't friends. Did you go, or which high school did you go to? And what grade? Like, are we the same age? How many cats do you have? I have Richard and I have Kenneth. And then Ren has a kitten, but he stays in my room because, like, all the cats usually just stay in my room because I'm the cat lady. And I have the litter box and the food and the... Am I tripping or do you move out? Yeah, bro, I moved out of North Carolina like 3 months ago. We moved to LA. We moved to Ohio, not LA. What? How many tattoos do you have? 1, 2. I have 4, but I'm about to get my 5th, 6th, and 7th. I'm gonna get, so right below, like, this, I'm gonna get a butterfly right here. And then I'm gonna get on my, like, shoulder right here, I'm gonna get, my zodiac constellation. So, like, your zodiac sign, like, your constellation in the sky with the stars and shit. And then, on my spine, like, starting at my neck, like, the top of my neck right here, I'm gonna do a snake. So I'm gonna get, like, it all down my back. Like, the tongue is gonna be on my neck, and then, like, the snake is just gonna, like, spiral down my spine. So I think that'll look cool as fuck. That's gonna hurt. No, I know. I like the way tattoos hurt. We're in Ohio. I go to Ohio University. I live in Cleveland. Like Dayton area. How many pets do you have? I have 2. I just have Richard and Kenneth. Have you had water today? No, I haven't had food or water today. But I did pee and change my tampon. Upgrades, people. And I took a shower last night and deep cleaned my entire room. Washed all my sheets. Washed all my clothes. Hey, best friend. Hi, Bruno. In the same white tee that I wore Piper's water resistant. I really am. Okay, y'all always tell me that I'm, like, dehydrated and shit and to drink water, but dead ass, when I drink water, it makes me sick. Like, I throw up every time I drink water. It makes my stomach hurt so fucking bad. Hi, Cal. No! Say, woo! I'm all alone in the house. I'm all by myself. Do you guys want to listen to music? Yes, no, maybe. Slim, I didn't even see you! No, I'm not ignoring you. I didn't even see you. Moving to Canada? Bruh. Okay. This song really hits different when it's true. You know what I mean? Okay, I dare you to get high. I dare all y'all to spark right now.
Smoking cigarettes on the roof. You look so pretty and I love this view. We fell in love in October. That's why I love fall. Looking at the stars, admiring from afar. My girl, my girl, my girl. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl.
I hope all of you are living your happiest gay lives. Honestly, I truly do.
Smoking cigarettes on the roof.
It's so cold in my room. I need to get a space heater. If you guys want to send me gifts so I can get a space heater. I'm just kidding. I'll get one, but like, it's literally so cold. Because okay, so like, think about it. I came from North Carolina to Ohio. North Carolina, like, yeah, it gets cold, but dead ass, like, it's a different type of cold here. Like, it's like that dry cold that it's like you step outside and you're like, ugh, you know? My body just isn't about for that. But I'm happy here. I feel like I actually belong somewhere for the first time in a while.
My girl, you will be my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl. You will be my girl, my girl, my girl, my girl.
Smoke right now? I don't have any bud. I don't even have a cart. I gotta go get one.
You will be my world, my world, my world. You will be my girl.
Let's do this.
Just got some top from this stripper bitch. She from Kanka, she just brought a Glock with a ruler clip. Boy, don't play with me, this bitch a hoe. Met her at the store, you know how it go. She wanna smoke, so I bought some dope and took her to the O. Just got some top from this stripper bitch. She from Kanka, she just brought a Glock with a ruler clip. Boy, don't play with me, this bitch a hoe. Met her at the store, you know how it go. She wanna smoke, so I bought some dope and took her to the O. We in the car, she don't live that far. Say she
Hi,
live
Ash. actually.
person named Chirp. You know
The
I'm
fuck?
a player. We can go there first. I bust the you. Pulled up to a spot. She live at a park. It's getting dark.
Are you
Glock on my
alone?
lap.
Yeah.
I just think it's smart, so she hop out. She switching this shit. This bitch thinking shit. She got 2 minutes. If she ain't back out, then she gon' need a lift. She left her phone, so I picked it up. This hoe slow as fuck. That miss calls. 3 of them for mom. The other 6 say duck.
Okay.
And I see a truck. It's just
If
pulling
any
up,
of
so
you
I hop out.
like,
Big goofy nigga, he tryna look tough. I'm like, what? What he tryna do? So I clutched my move, but he kept walking.
miss
He don't
you.
want no smoke, boy. He not bulletproof. He's got the top from the stripper bitch. She from Cake, she just brought
At least
the
my- okay, so I prefer to smoke gas, but like sometimes, you know, it's just more convenient to have a cart, you know? So, and it's just cheaper, you know? I'm not having to buy like 6 grams at a time. I can just buy like a cart and then just chill for a couple days. And plus, for all my babies all my little stoners that can't smoke inside, because it's getting too damn cold to go outside and smoke. So you already know it's fucking carton edible season. I get carjacked. Yeah, no, dead ass. Like, edibles hit so different sometimes. How high is your tolerance? I would say I have a pretty fucking high tolerance considering. Why isn't this playing? Play, bitch. Are you gonna play? Why isn't it playing? Hello? Play, bitch. Oh, I hate when this shit don't work. What is wrong with you? Whatever. Does gas mean joint? A joint is a type of rolling method. I don't have money to come to Brazil, bro. I got money to keep myself alive, keep my animals alive, and that's all that matters, you know? I remember when I was innocent. You're still in NC? No. I moved to Ohio. Dream vacation? I want to go to Australia. So bad. Are you actually starting? Actually, I made my OnlyFans. I made it last night. So. How is my storage almost? Oh, because I have 13 gigabytes of iMessages. That's why. Okay. You say cookout? Nah, bruh, don't even get me started. I miss cookout more than anything in the world. I think I'm just gonna go through and delete all my messages. Delete conversation. I'm so bored. I don't do well alone. I don't know what to do. Okay, well, I delete your disk is almost full. I'm trying to delete them, bitch. This is so frustrating. Fuck, I just deleted a conversation I didn't want to delete. Oh, I saw you at the St. Matthew's Mall one time. In Kentucky? When? No, I can't delete that. What is this? Oh well. I kind of look fat. Sorry. I'm having, okay. I wanted to talk to you guys about this because I realized that in my manic state, I deleted the video where I was explaining to you guys that I'm schizophrenic. And that's kind of fucked on my part because I'm sorry. Really, truly, I am. Because I know a lot of you are actually struggling with that and needed help. But you gotta think, too, I got really overwhelmed with it. So I deleted it because I got overwhelmed and it got too much for me. So I apologize. So if you guys want to talk about it, we can talk about it. What is it? Are these pictures? Have you been doing? I'm doing better. I'm really talking about it, like figuring my shit out. Just getting the help that I need. I've really found out that surrounding myself, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I haven't really been active as much on social media because I've figured out it's actually helping me a lot to just kind of surround myself with like just all positive energies, like all my friends, like everybody, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of cool, you know? You dig? You gonna choose me, baby? Sorry, I'm ignoring this screen. I'm trying to free up storage on my computer. Also, I wanted to say a little bit more about it. So, schizophrenia is a spectrum. There's not, I mean, yeah, it's a spectrum. There's not just one specific type. There's not, one specific thing that it could be. And it's actually very common in, like, young adults, like, people my age and, like, early 20s, like, stuff like that. And, it's not a scary thing. I mean, at first, it was scary because, like, the, fucking, like, media and stuff puts, just such a gross stigma behind it to where it makes people look crazy and, like, psychotic and just shit like that, you know what I mean? And it's not like that at all. Like, yeah, there are times where I do feel like I am going crazy. I do have auditory and visual hallucinations. I have both of those. Sorry, someone just called me that I haven't talked to. But yeah, they put this stigma on it, and I'm not, progressed to the point where I'm, like, helpless. Like, I need someone to, like, be with me 24/7, you know what I mean? Like, luckily, we've, like, caught it and stuff like that. They've actually, like, been looking into it since I was 16 because if you guys didn't know, I have narcolepsy. And narcolepsy is actually, we found out, caused by schizophrenia. Not sure why. Because schizophrenia can cause insomnia or narcolepsy, just stuff like that. And I do have narcolepsy, so I would get sleep studies done. I would have to be evaluated a lot because with narcolepsy can come depression. And when I was about 15, I got diagnosed with bipolar depression. And you can actually, if it's left untreated or there's just, like a lot of trauma, like a lot of emotional things, this is why I try to tell you guys that it's very, very important to get out, like, talk to people, like, even if you feel like what you're thinking is crazy or someone might not understand, like, it's not good to keep it built up because, like, a bipolar depression, mine was showing the early signs of schizophrenia, and this past year of my life, I've had a pretty hard year, I'm not even gonna lie, and it just, it just triggered it, so it's just like that, but I don't want any of you guys to be, like, scared of it, or, like, worried, or, like, concerned about, like, my well-being, or if you guys have a friend that is this way, because I know a lot of you, after I posted that video, had DM'd me, and I've been trying to get back to as many people as I can, but just, like, coming from somebody with the mental illness, what really helps me is when my friends will just be there, like, if I'm having an episode where I just, like, my brain's just doing its own thing, and I don't really have control over myself. If I have an episode like that, Ren and Ashley and everybody will just kind of, just sit here with me, give me my space, like, let me, like, just do all of my shit that I have to do during that episode, like, and then they'll, I'll take my medicine and they'll get me comfortable, they'll, like, sit in here with me until I fall asleep, and that's just really what is, like, helping me, because it's not a sense of me feeling helpless, like I can't do anything, like I'm going crazy, like shit like that, because you gotta think, you already have this stigma around you where people think it's like it's the crazy people disorder, like whatever. And it's just, yeah. I know someone with schizophrenia in his 30s and he's fully functioning. Yeah, like, there's medicines for it, you can get help for it, like, it's not something that's gonna, like, disable you for the rest of your life. Like, what I'm saying is, it's not scary, like, if you have people. So, it's just, like, just make sure you're, like, checking on your people, because we're all at the age where this is very common. And if you do start getting signs and symptoms of it, if you have a pre-existing mental health disorder like depression, manic disorder, anything like that, or if like you have like diagnosed like paranoia, stuff like that, and you feel like truly you feel that it's something bigger, it's progressing into something bigger, like please go tell someone, you know? Like make sure you like tell someone so that it doesn't just get worse, because I've been realizing for the past 6 months of my life that it is getting, like, I'm getting bad. Like, I know that I'm getting worse. Like, I'm having more episodes. My hallucinations are getting worse. So I, told them. And they told me, like, okay, Piper, well, like, we need to get you help. You need to, just figure yourself out. And I'm really trying to do that. And I think I have a great support system behind me, which I'm really grateful for, What's an episode? And I call it an episode because, it's not super bad all the time for me yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not constantly just, like, feeling, like, helpless, like I have no control over my body or anything, or my, like, thoughts. I just I had one the other night. I don't really remember that well, like them. I don't know if that's, like, my brain just blocking it out, or, you know what I mean? But I will dissociate myself enough to where sometimes I'll forget where I am. And I'll forget who we're with. And, like, my hallucinations get very bad. I hear my name. Like, I hear my name a lot. And, yeah, it's kind of scary, but I know, like, I'm aware that it's a mental health thing. I have to, I have to get myself better. This isn't something to, like, joke and play around with. Like, this is something very seriously, like, serious. All mental health things are very serious, but, I went, like, most of my life, like, with just, like, bipolar depression, unmedicated, and, like, I could, like, deal with it, you know what I mean? But this is something very serious. Like, if you feel like you have these thoughts or anything, or, you have someone in your life, it's just, yeah. I'm on a mood stabilizer because my whole thing is, like, it just goes with my mood and, like, really how well I'm taking care of myself, And I smoke. I found out, like, I know that some of y'all are like, oh, Piper, like, you just do drugs. Like, no, like, I smoke because it's, like, proven. Like, my doctor told me, like, if it helps me, and it's not like getting in the way of anything. If it helps, then it helps. Like, you know, every person is different in with everything. Like, I've never met two people with just depression that are the exact same. You know what I mean? So it all is just like depending on you. Like, you find out what helps you. And if that helps, then that helps. Is that why you're always home? Yeah, it is actually. I've discovered that I get severe, like, it gets worse sometimes when we're like out in public, because there will be like a lot of just like shit going on, and sometimes that'll like trigger it to where it just, you know, I'll start thinking that I'm like hearing something that's not actually there, or I'll see something that's not actually there. And it is kind of scary, like I said, but I don't know. I'm just trying to like get this out there, because when I say I'm schizophrenic, I'm not meaning it as like feel bad for me, like I'm crazy, like I'm going crazy. It's just you know, like, this is it. This is me. This is how it is. This is just me. And it's okay. You know? I'm working on myself. It's just how it is. And, like, trauma can really, like, people don't realize that, like, trauma is, like, can really fuck with you. Like I said, like, I was, like, yeah, I wasn't, like, perfectly fine. Like, I had bipolar depression, but it, like, and I had bipolar depression type 2. So it's not that I was manic all the time. If I was either super, 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 super happy and loving life, and then super, super, super sad, can't get myself out of bed, I had type 2 to where it was, I would just get in those small ruts. You know what I mean? Like, they rest like 2-3 days, and then I'll be fine. And then, you know, sometimes it just, shit happens. Shit happened in my life. In the past 6 months, I've really just been, you know? And yeah, it just developed into this. Are the hallucinations like people or crazy things? Okay, so my visual hallucinations, it's not like, it's very, very hard to explain. I'm sorry, I'm really just trying to, like, get this, you know what I mean? Whatever. But are we doing therapy session? Yeah, Catherine. I'm just explaining, like, the schizophrenia and stuff. But, I'm really just trying to get it out there that, like, you can be like, very normal, like a very functioning person, and still suffer from this mental illness, you know? What are symptoms of schizophrenia other than hallucinations? I have... Okay, I'm gonna do something that I'm not telling you guys this. I don't want any of you guys to self-diagnose. Like, please do not do that. I do understand that getting a diagnosis for some people is a luxury, but please, 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 at least on this, do not self-diagnose. Genuinely don't, because this isn't something that you, like, play around with. Like, this is actually very serious. So we're just gonna look up signs and symptoms. Oh. Okay. So there is, like I said, there's different types of schizophrenia. So you have, like, you know, your mild, your normal, medium, whatever. This is not what I was doing. Nope, that is medication. That's the medication I'm on. Okay. Sorry. I'm just trying to... And I know some of you guys are like me. You just kind of like learning about shit, you know? I like to sometimes just learn about stuff. So, for you guys that, like, actually want to, get it? Were you professionally diagnosed? Yes, I was. By a neurologist. So, and a psychiatrist. So, that's why I'm telling you all that sometimes it is a luxury. Okay. So your typical symptoms, okay, signs and symptoms. So a sign is something that, what was it? I just lost all my brain cells. Anyways, a symptom, delusions. I do have delusions. I have the type of schizophrenia to where I genuinely feel like everyone's motive in my life is to hurt me. I get very scared that's another reason that I get very, very scared when we go out in public, and why it gets worse when we're out in public, because the more people around, the more I'm watching and making sure no one's trying to hurt me. So I genuinely feel like deep down that everyone is trying to hurt me. And I know that they're not, but it's just, it's just my brain. It's just how it is. I just have delusions, and that's how it is. I have hallucinations. I have the disorganized speech, behavior, stuff like that, to where my my behavior, I'll be okay, and then randomly I'll either take on like this really, really like silly, like goofy, funny, like crazy, rah, in your face personality, and then the next second I can be, you know what I mean? I can be just completely out of it. Like, not even involved. I can seem like I'm just not even there. And, yeah. I have, I don't know if you guys notice, sometimes when I'm talking, I'll zone out and just start talking about something that makes no sense, completely unrelated, doesn't make sense what I'm saying. That would be like a negative symptom. Yeah, and like I've withdrawn myself a lot from a lot of people, and that's like a thing. Like it's like people with depression and stuff do that as well. Like that's something that I've found is pretty common in most mental health disorders, where you just try to isolate yourself, and that's never a good thing. Like you always are going to want to be with people. You know what I mean? Like you just want to, you know what I mean. And then let's see. Yeah. And another thing with schizophrenia is like you're unaware up until it's like getting like pretty bad. You know what I mean? So I was completely unaware that I was having all these signs and symptoms, and it was showing it. Like it had been projecting itself for a while now, but because I haven't been home and I haven't been, like going to the doctor regularly, like my neurology doctor, like whatever, what was I saying? Yeah, I just couldn't, put it out there and realize that that's what this was. This was me spiraling, in a easier way to put it, me spiraling. Yeah, and literally, fact, y'all telling me that I'm wrong about my diagnosis is very invalidating, and it makes me feel like shit, and it makes me feel terrible about myself. So thank you for all the people that are trying to tell me that I'm not actually diagnosed with this and I have something else. So you can tell my doctor, both of my doctors that diagnosed me, that went to school for multiple years. So also, it's very common, so, obviously when you're a child, a baby in the womb, shit that your mother does, very well can hurt the baby. If there's a mother that's doing drugs, the baby is gonna have or it's fatal alcohol syndrome, stuff like that. But it can actually, during birth, schizophrenia can be caused even at that very, very, very young age, because complications, drug use, alcohol use, shit like that. So, yeah. Schizophrenia can cause this. I'm looking up on the Mayo Clinic just so that I'm shit that I'm telling y'all that I don't have, that maybe some of you know someone or something. I'm just reading off all of these things so that you can just be aware of shit like this. Untreated. I have all of these things actually. So, you never know. So sometimes you can get complications with it, just like anything, if it's left untreated, such as suicide, attempts of suicide, thoughts of suicide, OCD, depression, abuse of alcohol, drugs, nicotine, inability to work or attend school, financial problems, homelessness, social isolation, health and medical problems, being victimized, aggressive behavior, although it's uncommon. So, left untreated, obviously, if you are, at least me, yeah, it gets pretty it gets very stressful just hearing shit all the time. Yeah. Hearing shit all the time, Anything, I'm live, I'm gonna end my live. 5 seconds. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hang out